Hi, I'm Juan. It's nice to meet you. Do you want 14 reasons why the Philippines is different from the entire world? Well, that's what we're gonna watch today. Before I get started, welcome to this channel if you're new, and what's good, Zodiac? If not, my name is Juan. It's nice to meet you. Let's get started. Zodiac is, of course, what I call my subscribers, so just subscribe to join the fam. It's for free. Alright, it's starting. Oh my god, the Philippines are so beautiful. I actually...
What if I told you there is a country where over 175 languages are spoken, people text more than anywhere else in the world, and boxing fights directly influence crime rates? It sounds pretty much unbelievable, but it's all true in the Philippines.
Wait.
14.
What?
There are more than 175 spoken languages.
What?
There are two official languages.
There are so many languages?
Filipino, based on Tagalog, and
yeah.
English.
Yep, I know that.
Filipino is the most
I know
commonly
those
spoken
too.
in pop culture language, and the government of the country uses English in their work. By the way, the Philippines are number 5 on the
I
list
think
of the world's
Spanish
top
too, right?
English-speaking populations after U.S., India, Pakistan, and the UK. All this sounds pretty plain,
Yes.
but in fact, the diverse linguistic groups living in the country use over 175 languages for their internal communication. Since many of them
Oh my god,
exist
this is
only in spoken
amazing.
form, it's impossible to calculate the exact amount.
Oh.
13. Their capital is the
got
most
it.
densely populated city in the world. The nation's capital,
What is
Manila,
that?
and its
Oh,
16
got it.
surrounding cities that make up the Metro Manila area have a population of 12.8 million people. During the daytime, this number gets way higher.
Filipinos,
so
you
many
go.
people come here to work. And while the number doesn't sound that crazy, take
Ouch.
note that all these
My
people
leg
live
hurts.
and work in an area of 16.56 square miles. This makes
Oh
the
my
population
god.
density equal to 111,002
Yeah.
per square mile. And that's 5
I'm saying
times
yeah
higher
like I
than
knew
in
I
Mumbai
didn't.
or Paris, for example.
Oh
12.
my god.
They have
Oh,
churches
Paris
in
is
shopping malls.
fuller than Paris.
Shopping malls aren't merely a
Churches in
place where
shopping-
you buy stuff for Filipinos. They are safe, air-conditioned
I'm not a fan of
community
that,
hubs
though.
with gyms, health clinics, concert halls, nightclubs,
Yeah, that's
parks,
good.
and even churches
That's
inside.
cool.
So it's no surprise that they
Nah.
are the favorite place
Well, I'm not
to meet up
religious,
with
so.
friends for so many locals. And 3 of the world's 10 largest shopping malls are located in the Philippines. They are Mega Fashion Mall,
I know that.
SM Mega Mall,
I know that
SM
one.
North EDSA, and SM
I know that one as well.
Asia. 11.
No, I never heard that
Filipinos are the #1 texting nation in the world.
Oh, I
you
thought it
already
was
know Filipinos love
Koreans.
meeting up with friends at shopping malls, and when they can't see each other in person, they text. And when they do it, they rarely limit it to, "Hey, how are you?" In fact, they send about 400 million texts a day. And that's around 142 billion texts.
Okay, wait, that's the whole
It's more
country
than the
though, right?
US and
I mean,
Europe
all
put
the
together.
islands, everything.
Not
The whole
exactly a little number
Philippines.
for a country of 107 million people. 10. They have a unique
that's
form
true.
of transportation. If you visit
Oh.
Manila, you'll notice some interesting looking vehicles called jeepneys. They are converted U.S.
Oh.
Army Jeeps that stayed in the country after World War II. Filipinos adapted them to transport up to 18
What?
passengers
That
who
looks so
jump on
cool.
the jeepney going in their direction and ring the bell for it to stop. There are about 50,000 jeepneys in Manila, and they all look
This is like an
different,
old
with
school
basketball
bus.
stars, cartoon characters, inspirational
This
quotes,
is amazing.
neon
This
lights,
looks
and
so
whatnot
good.
on them. There are 2
Virgo,
major
God
problems
bless
with
your trip.
jeepneys: safety concerns and pollution. They produce huge amounts of black smoke.
Oh.
So hurry up if you want to ride before they get replaced with a rapid transit system.
No, honestly,
9.
well then,
One
let's
the
get rid of them.
islands has more
if they're bad.
volcanoes than towns. The Philippines are, without a doubt, a super scenic
Wow.
location. Among all the islands that are a part of
But
it,
that comes with a
Camigan sure
price,
stands
yeah.
out, with more volcanoes per square mile than any other island on the planet. The island is 14 miles long and 8.5 miles wide, and has 7
No way.
volcanoes and 5 towns. And even though earthquakes and eruptions shaped it, volcanoes have been deep asleep since the 50s, so thousands
Oh.
of tourists can safely visit
Oh.
the island these days.
Alright.
8. Their national flag has a secret meaning. The national
Ooh,
flag of
I
the
love learning
Philippines
about
has
that.
2 bands of blue and scarlet, and a white triangle at the hoist with a
Yup,
yellow sun and
yup.
8 rays, each of them standing for one province of the country. The yellow stars stand for the 3 largest island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. What makes the flag really unique is that it can be reversed to declare a state of war. This happened during the Filipino Revolutionary War of 1898 to 1901
What?
and during World War II in 1941 to 1945. 7.
what? Wait,
Boxing
what? How?
directly affects crime rates in the country.
Crime rates in the
Filipinos
Okay, explain,
love
please.
boxing and are crazy about their most famous boxer, Manny Pacquiao. Whenever he fights, the whole country is glued to its TV sets. And according to the Philippine National Police, PNP, crime rates in the country drop significantly when he's in the ring. During his 12-round fight against American boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. that went from 9
that's
a.m. to 3
him!
p.m., not a single crime was committed in the whole Manila metropolitan area. It was basically the same during other major fights with the participation of the people's champ, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
6. A lot of Filipinos work abroad.
Wow.
It might be because of their flexible and reliable character, or the fact that they speak great English as a second language. But more than 11 million Filipinos work abroad. It's around 11% of the population, and a quarter of all overseas nurses.
I think they're just really reliable.
5.
Yeah, I think they're just really reliable people.
Wonder of the world. Banawa rice terraces are the oldest in the world, and were so smartly designed that they still bring a harvest of rice and vegetables, most of which get exported.
What is that?
It is believed if all the terraces had been built
Wait, that's pretty. Hold up.
Halfway around the world. Today, these places bring the country more money as a tourist destination than rice plantations, and thus they play an important role for the economy of the Philippines.
Wow!
4.
They are so smart.
Coconut. For years, the Philippines had been the number one producer of coconuts in the world. And even though the leadership now belongs to Indonesia, 153,532,000 tons per year is still an impressive number, isn't it? These coconuts are used to make anything from clothing to beauty products.
That woman, honestly, I love women with such short hair. They look so good.
Ferdinand Magellan. The legendary explorer made the first record of the archipelago among the Europeans in 1521. He founded the first settlement in Cebu, and thus most of the area became a Spanish colony.
Spanish, I know that.
Around 90% of the population are Christian, unlike most of the country's neighbors. In 1898, the Philippines went under U.S. rule, and later, in 1946, became an independent republic.
Yeah.
2. A Filipino made the first karaoke machine. If you love to sing, you ought to thank Filipinos for your favorite pastime. The first karaoke machine in the world was created in 1975 by Roberto Del Rosario. He patented as the sing-along system, and even though there were some attempts to claim his creation, he still remains the only patent holder for the karaoke system. 1. The population is extremely good-looking. Along with their
first of all,
boxing, texting, and shopping, Filipinos are crazy about beauty pageants. It might be the years of American rule that gave them this love for competitive beauty.
I'll talk about that one at the end.
A fact. They have won in all major international pageants 15 times. There were 4
I remember that moment with Steve Harvey.
1 Miss World, 6 title holders of Miss
Cuba won,
International,
and then was like, oh no, Miss Philippines won. I'm sorry.
The first official pageant was held within the country in 1908. And since 2001, it's not just about beauty, but also for the promotion of environmental protection. Would you like to visit the Philippines? Or maybe you've already
Let me stop it here, because yes, I would. I have so much to say about this. First of all, in the beginning, I wanted to say I'm texting with a few Filipino artists. Yes, I'm lucky enough. I don't know. I'm not that big, so I don't want to be like, I'm texting with them. But they replied to me when I texted them. I was just like, oh my god, you are so much fun. I love your music. I don't know if I'm allowed to say any names, so I'm just... By the way, I'm trying to fix myself and look better, because I just realized I wore this necklace today to look extra fancy, and it was like this the whole time. So there you go. Alright, so what I wanted to say is, first of all, they're really down to earth, they're really helpful people, they're really reliable, which brings me to the next point, which is why... what he mentioned with like 11% of the population works abroad and stuff like that, and that it's probably because their English is so good. I think it's more because Filipinos are really reliable. Like, I have 2 Filipino friends, and I just met a third one, but we're not that close yet, so I don't count her. And they are just really honest in such a polite way. Honestly, I'm talking like they are zodiac signs Leo, which are honest people, but they are too direct. They sometimes can get impolite. Don't feel attacked, Leos. You know you are that way. But Filipinos just have this way of talking around stuff but like still addressing it, which is so weird, and it's so hard to obtain that skill, but they're just naturally good at it. What I also wanted to say is the number one point that Filipinos are really pretty. First of all, let me say, with no shade to anyone, but beauty is always in the eye of the beholder. Some people may not like the way they look, because a lot of people don't like Asians. I know that sounds sad, and I don't get why those people are that way. I never liked or disliked anyone because of a race, because no one can choose what they are born as. But second of all, I, for my part, though, have to agree. After I met SB19, after I met Now United Bailey May, I met SB19, and now today I met BGYO and a few other Filipino artists. They are really pretty. They are really pretty, but it's not just about physical beauty and the appearance of them. With them, it's just... How do I explain this? Their aura. They have this aura that just shines through and just makes you feel so beloved and so, I don't know. They just have this weird way of making you feel safe and good and welcome. It's so weird. Honestly, if my Filipinos are watching, y'all are so freaking weird in the best way possible. I never want to leave my home. I'm not a person that likes to leave, my country. I live in Germany, and I don't really like having trips and visiting other countries, especially because I can't be in buses or cars or flights for a long time, which in my case is like over an hour to 2 hours. That's too much for me. But there's a story behind it, but I don't want to get into it. But I would take a flight to the Philippines. I would, because it's worth it. It would be totally worth the time and the experience. I gotta stop watching this video. I gotta stop. It's making me crave flying to the Philippines. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for requesting. This video was a lot of fun. If you want me to react to your country or another Philippines video, if you're a Filipino and you're watching this and you want me to react to more Filipino, like talking about the country, the Philippines, you want me to react to more of those videos, just let me know. If you're from Malaysia, if you're from America, I don't know where you're from, but if you want me to react to your country and the video that was made about your country, let me know as well, because I will watch that too. And also, thanks so much for watching. Please share if you enjoyed, and subscribe because it's for free, and like and comment. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video or in the comments. Bye!